Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 911. I am your host, Major Word 212, and I'm with Mike D. What's up, Mike D?
Hello.
What's up, Connor?
You fucking cunt.
What's up, James?
Hey, guys.
Troll defeated. All right, so anyway, what's going on with the news, Connor?
Karen Gillan is open to return to Doctor Who.
I see. Now, when is in other words, she'll make time for Doctor Who?
Yeah, in her schedule of Marvel filmmaking, she will make space for Doctor Who if she's asked to come back.
With Capaldi?
I imagine so, yeah. But it might not be because he might regenerate at the end of Series 10, and she's not in Series 10, so...
Right.
Unless it's a surprise, but I doubt it.
You really think he's going to leave?
He might do.
Yeah.
Is it now? Do you think he's going to leave because he was pushed out, or leave because, from what we're reading, he's saying he wants to stay around a while?
I think he's pushed out.
Really?
So the fan girls have taken over.
He's like Colin, but he's not. He wasn't pushed out because he was a divisive. Well, he is sort of a divisive Doctor. It's more that he just doesn't click with the large majority of the fan base now, being the fangirls, and they need to find a way to reinvigorate the show. So they're going to kick him out, and then they'll replace him with the younger.
So he's going to bow out like himself. He's going to fire himself by not.
No, he'll probably get kicked out by the BBC.
Really?
Yeah.
But I thought they asked him to stay. I don't understand that.
Yeah, but the BBC is slimy. If it doesn't give them money, they won't do shit about it.
I see. So in other words, could they get Matt Smith back?
No. The thing is that Capaldi is the Doctor. To them, it seemed profitable at first, but now it's not, because people don't like as I said, the fangirls, the people that buy the merchandise, the people that buy the books, people that buy the DVDs. You know, they don't like Capaldi compared to Matt Smith or Tennant.
They want the pretty boy. They don't want Granddad on the merchandise.
Yeah, they don't want Granddad.
Wow.
Which really sucks, and fuck them, because that's ridiculous. I think that it's highly political also. I'm sure that they'll probably sit down with Capaldi if indeed that happens, as you're saying, and they'll be like, look, it's going to be like a situation where we're going to have to let you go, or you can just come up with some reason to like quit yourself for some, just to save face.
There was a post I saw somewhere. It's not a reliable source, so I'll put that out there. But the front runner of the Doctor before Capaldi was chosen was a guy called Ben Daniels, who was in Law and Order UK, which is written by Chibnall, and he's about 52, sorry, but they're considering him.
But I thought they wanted a young 20-something-year-old Doctor.
Yeah, this is where because what they also put in the post was that the writers' room setup has been organised, which is true, because I've seen that by at least 4 different people now, saying that he's chosen who he wants in the writers' room with him. He's chosen his producers and everything, and that it's just a case of picking a new Doctor and a new companion. And the new companion is a girl called Maddie Hill.
Maddie Hill?
Yeah, I'll show you her.
They already named the companion?
That's who is the front runner, because she was considered when Jenna left as well. So they're basically just going back and choosing people who have been considered.
Let me see her.
Let's see.
If that's a new companion, then that episode title Extremis, right, or whatever that you were talking about was the point of death. Maybe there is a death for the companion, one of them.
That is the one that they were going to choose for the new companion?
They're going to choose her for Series 11. So Chibnall's first, and Ben Daniels. I'll show you Ben Daniels. This guy, well, he'll probably look more like this.
Really?
is going to be the new Doctor. That's who the front runners are. If the bookies or the front runners or whatever.
Now, why couldn't he get the role before? Did he get hurt or something?
Yeah, personal reasons he had to pull out. But
Okay,
he was going to be chosen. They were going to choose him.
Okay.
And then, to be honest, Peter was probably the better choice for now
Mm-hmm.
because he's more doctorish.
So is this 100% definite, or?
No, I said it's not from a reliable source, but most of the information sort of clicks with what's been going around for like a month or so now anyway.
All right, so I think if it's a case where he's going to leave, they won't announce it until
They won't announce it
the
until
last minute, until series 10 is done.
June or July time.
And then we just have a Christmas special.
They'll probably announce it around about episode 6 or 7 of the new series theirs.
Wouldn't they go out and they say around the Christmas special time they'll have Meet the New Doctor and all that stuff after the Christmas special of 2017? They'll say Meet the New Doctor and have a little special like they do with Matt Smith and all that. And
yeah, they might do. Yeah, they might have a video of him or something introducing himself.
Wow. So
depending on how they announce it, because if you remember with Matt Smith regenerating, they did that whole live show.
Yeah.
With Capaldi. They might do that again, in which case you don't need a video like that at the end of the Christmas special or whatever. So,
right. That's really unfortunate because I like Capaldi and I wish he stayed.
I think I'd want him to stay, and I think he actually might, but I also think that the BBC might want to kick him out because they want the new younger Doctor, but then that makes no sense because you've got Ben Daniels, as I said, who I just showed then as the front runner, and he's 52. So it's all a big mess.
It is a mess because I would think they would go younger.
I think it's more just wait and see what happens.
Didn't they even consider Jenna Louise Coleman's boyfriend or whatever at one point in time too?
Richard Madden, who was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't she say he said he would want her to come back in his thing, but she didn't want to do it?
Yeah, she didn't want to do it.
Mm.
He's not very doctorish anyway. He's like...
Well, we said that about Michael Keaton being Batman before he became Batman. Before we saw him, he was great. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but Michael Keaton is... Even though I wouldn't say he was the Batman, he seemed at least like he could fit the role, but I just don't see Richard Madden being the Doctor.
What do you have to say, James?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I really hope he doesn't go. I mean, I love Capaldi, right? It's just the BBC being dumb. I mean, they catering to one side of the argument, but there's a massive fan base who loves Peter Capaldi, and they will be infuriated if he gets booted off. And let me assure you guys, if Peter Capaldi, quotation marks, leaves of his own accord, because the BBC want him to resign to make to save face, right? That'll leak. It's 2017. Everything leaks these days, right? Somebody will leak that. Somebody will, and then people will be, without swearing, really, really angry, won't they? So I don't see the point. Let him go when he wants to, and, the show is amazing and it will survive irregardless. But it won't survive if you sack a Doctor. Because what happened after Colin Baker? Yes, Sylvester was way better when his story started getting good, but the show died. So I hope they don't kick him off. For an actor, definitely not Sean Bean. I don't know who I'd want. I mean, I see Capaldi as the Doctor. Do you know when you really like a Doctor, you just don't want him to change? I just don't want to foresee that.
Yeah, I'm the same. I see Peter as like the ultimate face.
Yeah, he's like the Tom Baker of this era. He can't change. He's in his prime. And he deserves a chance. He deserves a chance with a new writer because it's fairly unfair on him that he's been stuck with a writer who should have resigned when Capaldi became the Doctor. Moffat has been as showrunner for 7 years now. That is way too long. No, and that's his own fault. So please do not change him. If we do, who would I go with? What's the actor's name? Maybe someone from The Walking Dead. Maybe, I'd love to see, who's the guy who plays Rick Grimes again?
Andrew Lincoln?
Yeah, he'd be awesome.
As a doctor?
Yeah, why not? If he left The Walking Dead, because eventually he has to leave. He can't stay on that show forever.
Is he even British?
Yeah.
He is. And he's in a few good old, detective series from back in the day. I'll find one for you so you can see what his accent's like.
What do you think, Mike D? Would you want to see Rick Grimes as the doctor?
Absolutely not. I think he's too well connected to that Rick Grimes character.
Yeah.
It's like casting Amelia Clark or something as the companion.
Well, we went from, David Morrissey being the next doctor to the governor.
Yeah, that's right.
He was at the show.
Yeah, but David Morrissey is not well known in comparison to someone like Andrew Lincoln.
Right.
In that, he's not been connected to a show like Walking Dead for years and years. Like, he's been in it since the very start, hasn't he, Andrew Lincoln?
Yeah, I said showrunner. I meant to say he wasn't of the show. He wasn't running the show. I mean, it's kind of like casting Bond. You don't want to go with some Michael Fassbender or some name person right now.
What about Tom Hardy?
What is Bond?
Well, he was talking about it only the other day. About how he'd want Fassbender as the villain, Christopher Nolan as the director, and him as Bond or something.
So the point is that you're saying that you just can't see Andrew Lincoln, period.
Who, me?
Yeah, as a doctor at all.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. It's kind of like what I was telling you about Benedict Cumberbatch, like earlier this week. It's like there was a time when he would have been great for the role, but these two associated with another role, so it's difficult to. In people's minds, it's too difficult for them to transition that this character is so well known from this to being the lead in another well-known iconic franchise. I mean, Tom Baker was like a construction worker that they found, and he was like arguably the best doctor, if not in the basic series. So you don't have to go, get somebody that's unknown, make the role their own, kind of like what they did with Daniel Craig.
Right.
Have them become that character through watching the films. You don't want. It's like somebody, make Johnny Depp the doctor. Fuck off.
Right.
If they do that, I'm not watching, dude.
Rod, what do you call it? Oh, God, why can't I even think of his name now? I just won't. Whatever. Anyway, I'm not ready for Capaldi to regenerate yet, but we'll see.
And definitely not a Karen Gillan return. She's had quite a good stint as the companion.
Now, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh.
Robert Downey Jr. showed up at the awards show with a sonic screwdriver because he's a big Doctor Who fan and he wants to be the Doctor in a movie.
That's stupid. No way.
So
don't make a fucking movie franchise out of this. Keep it to television. Just fucking why do they have to do that? Just go away. Keep it as a series on television and focus on that. Everyone's wanting to do these movies and all this shit.
right.
And Robert Downey Jr. I mean, he's a great actor, but again, he's too iconic in other.
Even Tom Hiddleston was interested in the role too.
Again, no way. Not a chance.
Haley Atwell.
Yeah, female doctor maybe, but I don't want a female doctor either.
Why don't they just go? I mean, with all the actors that are around in Britain right now, I mean, find somebody that's just a great actor, that's an unknown, that can make the role their own.
Right.
Like I said, I reference back to Tom Baker, I mean, I know Peter Davison was known for All Creatures Great and Small, playing Tristan, but, over here, that show was not a huge thing, the James Herriot series, but so it was not a big distraction to watch that because I wasn't aware of, this character of Tristan other than just reading that he had played that role, but I don't know if that was a huge show over there, but...
It was over here, yeah, but not to the extent that something like Sherlock or The Night Manager for Tom Hiddleston or something like that is.
I see. All right. So, again, we could all be wrong. Capaldi could be staying. But, And Karen Gillan, the whole point was that she wants to come back to Doctor Who, whoever the Doctor is, as Amy Pond.
Let's have some different companions. Aliens, more Matt Lucas.
Yeah.
What about, a transvestine alien? What about that? Just something different. I really like A Companion for the Past because they gave us a tease with the snowman,
That would have been
version
great
of Clara.
if he was the companion from that
Yeah,
era.
the past version of Clara. That was awesome. Give us that. Why not? And the reason why that would be good is because the Dots would have to teach that companion a lot more, and therefore the viewers would learn, a bit like they did in the old days.
Yeah.
Also, just to fix it up.
They brought Bernard Cribbins back, although he was an actor from like Dalek Invasion of Earth and all that. But I mean, couldn't they bring back Fraser Hines and have him play Jamie again, like even like for one episode or something?
Well, Moffat doesn't go backwards. That's the whole thing.
Well,
Chibnall might, but
Moffat would be gone. I'm talking about Chibnall.
right. But again, by the time that happens, we got a whole year, and these actors are not getting any younger.
Yeah.
So it's sad, but it's true.
And then you get Lucy Williams as the companion.
So,
yeah.
all right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.